And there could be some sort of attack as far as Iran is concerned, because with respect to the other countries, Israel and Iran are in a very different spiral which is going on. Now the big question also remains whether the United States retaliates, or does Israel retaliate possibly on behalf of the United States? Because remember, the day the United States had attacked those three nuclear bases in Iran, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister, not only had welcomed that, but I said that we are together in this fight. So it is there, and today, after a critical infrastructure here in Ashdod, 40 kilometers from Tel Aviv, power electricity generation unit was in fact attacked or was targeted by the Iranian missiles. There was massive retaliation from the Israeli Air Force. So the situation remains fluid here, though at this moment, people are moving on the streets, as you would see behind me here in Tel Aviv, but there is a palpable sense of tension that we can see after these attacks have been conducted on the United States bases in other Middle Eastern countries.
Are there likely to be more attacks, Ankit? At this point of time, Iran is signaling that they are looking for a de-escalation. The number of missiles that have been fired at the Al Udeid base in Qatar, for instance, the Iranian government has officially put out a statement saying they've chosen the same number of missiles as the number of bombs that were dropped on them as part of Operation Midnight Hammer, as a kind of symbolic gesture to signal the intent for a de-escalation. Is that something that you are hearing about in Israel as well?
It will all depend, at least what the chatter among on the media here, because they played it up very, very big that, look, this is the enemy number one, and they're trying to expand the war. So the attack or the target is just not Israel, but other countries as well. That's the first thing the media started playing out as soon as this attack happened. But all eyes and the discussions are on how the President of the United States reacts to this. People are waiting, and so are the commentators and media here. All of them were talking about it's a challenge that Iran has thrown. There was a lot of provocatory tone as far as the media here is concerned, which said that it's a challenge which has been thrown at President Donald Trump, and they are waiting for some sort of a reaction from them, because the belief here is that whatever, even with the Operation Midnight Hammer, which you are talking about, when the United States targeted, I beg your pardon, three nuclear bases, it was said that it was in consultation, and the Israelis knew exactly about. They were in fact actively participated in giving information and intelligence as far as this entire operation is concerned. So there is a possibility that the Israeli government and the forces and the people here are looking at the reaction of the United States to see how this now goes further from here. Whether it is a de-escalation ramp, whether it is something which was possibly or probably a signal to the United States that stay out and let this between Iran and Israel. We will have to wait and see over the course of next few hours, because remember, Shiv, in the morning today at 3 a.m. was the first time when the emergency sirens were in fact activated here in Tel Aviv, and then of course at 10:30 where a bigger 12 to 15 missiles which were launched from Iran on the Israeli territory, which resulted in massive escalation and retaliation from the Israeli Air Force as well. So we'll have to wait for a few hours to see whether it only after this barrage that Iran has used on the United States bases in the Middle East, whether it is contained to that and the focus only remains with Israel and Iran, or there are reasonable attempts at this moment to try and go off this escalatory ladder and try and temper the situation here in entire Middle East, including the 11 days that people have seen here in Tel Aviv and entire Israel.
40,000 US troops of different kinds deployed in different parts of the Middle East makes this a place that is rich in American targets. Iran has chosen to strike the Al Udeid base in Qatar, which is a place which is the headquarters of the Central Command in the area as well. And therefore, what we're looking at right now is a very, very suspenseful juncture where things could either lead to a counter retaliation by the United States, where they attack Iran for attacking their base in Qatar, or this could lead to some kind of a face saver where everyone is in the know, as the New York Times and certain other media are reporting, that this could be an exit ramp, shadow play, a fixed match of some kind for Iran to save face in order to demonstrate that it has been able to mount a retaliation for Operation Midnight Hammer, and then everyone can quickly go home and de-escalate.